said to have been affected and the humanitarian efforts. Now, how are the government and the humanitarian agencies responding to this crisis? And lastly, we will have an insight into the 4th National Women's Conference and highlight key issues raised and some of the takeaways. I'm glad to be joined by my colleagues here. Right on my left is Al-Hadi Awar. He's a senior broadcast journalist here. And you have a versatile reporter just right up there, Michael Daniel. And previously you never saw this. One among us here is Hiara Jack. He's a skilled broadcast journalist and social media manager with a focus on media development and content creation at Media. Yar conducts interviews, hosts programs, and manages social media content. Yar also hosts a weekly radio show on mother and child health and anchor news segments. Dear colleagues, you're welcome to Around South Sudan podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lasuba.
First thing first, the salary saga. It's actually not the first time that or the last time you have heard about this situation in South Sudan. Civil servants have often gone without payment. Even after the 2013 crisis, this has continued for over time. Now, let me start with you, Al-Hadi Awar. Where are we today looking at the civil servant salaries?
Thank you, Lasuba. Let me start with the current minister statement during the receptions. Said this is the first agenda is going to implement. Although if you look at the 4 previous ministers, 4 of them, they have a different way of handling things or talking about things, but the message is the same message, that we are going to pay the salary arrears, which is for this one, he was talking about 9 months. He divided 9 months to 3. He will pay 3
in 3 quarters.
In 3 quarters, which is 3 months. But now, if you look at the things, there is no salary there. The last payment was for November. There is different. Some of the organized force they receive for November. Some of the civil servant they receive for October, and then they're talking about non-oil revenue money. If you look at the statement of President Kiir during the swearing in of the current Minister of Finance and Planning, Dr. Dongren Ater, he said, I'm looking for people. I need a solution for this issue. So the oil revenue is stopped where the Sudan, crisis started, the war in Sudan. So now, according to President Kiir, where I mentioned that there is money in the country, but for you to utilize that money, you need someone to handle it, someone who is honest, according to him. Also, there is a report from the South Sudan Revenue